final race. The train developing with speed. Final two. Oh, what happened there? Schallock is gone. Tries to eye up Molo. What about diving to the inside there? Headed as the mid-pack is, as here it comes. Snowstorm. Look at this. Molo right on the tail of Yellow Line. Good bunch of Marble diving into that first turn. Down the front stretch they go, drafting between the three of them. It's only appropriate that after a somewhat chaotic first 4 rounds of Marbula One, the Balls of Chaos welcome us to the Tumult Turnpike for round number 5. Hello everybody, I'm Greg Woods. You will see that this track is a very technical circuit with a couple of speed portions mixed in, but ultimately you have to get the slow speed corners right in order to triumph here. Also, an added wrinkle is that this is the first Grand Prix of the season where some marbles will be racing in back-to-back weeks. That's totally fine, it's just been a chivalrous agreement over the first couple of seasons that in the first 4 rounds they alternate, but then it's a free-for-all. So some of these marbles, not many, will be racing in 2 straight weeks. Hop and Waspy will get us started here, as Hop meanders through that banked section and then a jarring hit in that chicane down the front stretch. That's going to be a very difficult one, as Hop tries to break the did not qualify streak, 0 for 2 so far in the races in which Hop has attempted to qualify. Comes across and sets the opening time with a 25.068. Waspy will better that pretty handily with a 24.18. Waspy, 16th, and then did not qualify in the 2 races. Now up, Lime and Orangin. Lime qualified 12th back at the Minty Mania GP, en route to 9th, and then didn't qualify at the Honeydome. Lime doing enough work so far, catching up on Orangin, who is yet to qualify above 11th. 23.750, that vaults Lime to the top spot. Minty Drizzle up now, followed by Snowstorm. Minty Drizzle did not qualify back at Minty Mania. Qualified 6th and finished 8th at the Honeydome. Snowstorm also did not qualify at Aquamarine, but qualified 5th, finished 11th back at the O'Raceway. Snowstorm around the turn here goes 6th. That's last of anyone, nearly a full second behind Minty Drizzle. That was a disastrous run. Hazy and Tumult now, another one of our qualifiers. Hazy that did not qualify at the O'Raceway. And is a little bit slower here. Tumult, ranked 9th in the individual standings. And of course, representing the hosts this weekend. Also needing to make up a lot of time. Hazy goes 4th. Tumult is 7th. Next up is Razzie. Qualified 6th and finished 6th back at the Minty Mania GP. Qualified 1 worse than that at the Honeydome and dropped 4 spots to 11th. C, in the meantime, is looking to qualify above 13th for the first time this season. Hasn't been able to do it. 14th and 13th. Coming around the final turn, Razzie already into the 25s. Will stay there down in 5th. C stays 24s and goes up to 3rd. A little over 1 1/10 second off of P1. Remember, the goal of Q1 is not necessarily to get the top spot, but this will set the grid from 9th to 16th and eliminate the bottom 4. They will not race this weekend. Starry up now, our 2nd place finisher back at the Honeydome. Bolt is close behind, our 2nd place finisher at Aquamarine just a week ago. How they exit that chicane did make a big difference, carrying speed through the final sector. Both of them are well off the pace thus far. This will be the 11th and 12th marble to run in qualifying out of 20. Starry goes 6th, and Bolt up to 2nd. Just a 1/10 of a second below Lime. Next up, Yellow. Had a disastrous race at the Honeydome, qualified 14th, finished 15th, never got anything going, couldn't find a rhythm, couldn't find clean air, and it just spiraled from there. Prim also on track, 6th at the Honey Dome, up 5 spots from where Prim qualified. And Prim is under a second away from the top spot. Yellow, not good in 12th. Prim lost a little bit in the 3rd sector and goes 5th. Bumble up now, our 4th place in the individual championship. 2 finishes of 4th as well in the 2 Grand Prix at Minty Mania and Honey Dome, respectively. Coming up behind, though, is Speedy, our 5th place in the individual championship. Did not finish in the first race, and yet is the only runner so far in all of Marbula One this season to qualify on pole and win the race. Speedy comes across in 13th. Speedy is the only pole sitter of anybody running today. So this will guarantee, with Speedy not qualifying in P1, at least so far not moving out of Q1, I should say, we will get a different pole sitter. And look at this, Mallard is purple through the first sector. Momo needs to pick up the pace. Mallard qualified 3rd in each of the 2 Grand Prix so far. 300ths up through the 2nd sector. Mallard goes P1 and will be guaranteed to advance. On the flip side, Yellow and Snowstorm will not qualify. They will not race tomorrow. Coming through now, Yellow Eye and Azure. Yellow Eye, 2nd in the individual standings. Azure looking to qualify for the very first time. Crazy Cat's Eyes lead the overall championship by 30 points over Team Momo. Can Yellow Eye get some of that back? 1 turn to go. Not quite, but Yellow Eye will advance. So now Azure, Snowstorm, Yellow, and Tumult do not qualify. And that means that Azure is 0 for 3. Take from that what you will. That is a disastrous result. So 9th through 16th are set. The top 8 are in the blocks now, with Mallard at the front. A 2-lap shootout that will set grid spots 5 through 8, and we're rolling. Mallard secures that top spot through the first turn, into the banking, and a nice over-under move by Momo, who takes the lead. Mallard almost lost that next spot, and does to Limelight. Got a little bit out of sorts at the chicane. Limelight trying to close up on Momo. Mallard trying to cling to the back of those 2. Then it's Prim, Bolt, Yellow Eye, Waspy, and C adrift off the back. Heading into the final lap. A good clean exit off the belt, and a better exit for Mallard than Limelight, moving up into 2nd place. You just have to finish in the top 4 if you want to advance to Q3. So the transfer spot is the battle between Prim and Bolt, and Yellow Eye's also right there. Yellow Eye falling back a little bit through the chicane, heading into the final sector. Mallard, Momo, and Limelight separating themselves from Bolt, who's trying to cover from Prim, and they lose out. Prim gets 3rd, Bolt gets 4th, and Limelight in the final couple of turns drops 3 spots and does not advance. Opposite fortunes, however, for the Green Ducks, who have never qualified outside of the top 4 so far this season. They've made Q3 every race. Heck of a job by Mallard, who still may actually qualify 3rd here. We don't know how this final Q3 race is going to go. Also, reminder, check out our new merchandise items in the shops. The link is in the video description below. As we get ready to set pole position here at the Tumult Turnpike. Mallard in the top spot, Momo to the left. Lights are on, and the race for pole is underway. A great start by Bolt, who moves into 2nd place, but can't hold it out of turn 2. Into the banking they come for the first time, and Momo uses the exact same move to take the lead as what happened to Mallard before. Bolt, though, with a huge burst of speed, moves up front and is now stretching into the distance from Prim. Momo, outside move. Gets the pass done as we head up the belt into the final lap. Who is going to take pole position? Bolt, clean off the belt. Momo, with a nice bit of speed, closing the gap ever so slightly. Every couple turns, the gap comes down. A good entry onto this front stretch and through the chicane. Better by Mallard. Prim are also right there. They both get by Momo. Can anybody get up there to Bolt? The gap is huge. This may end up being a battle for second place. Mallard covers Prim on the inside, manages to get the block, comes across, Bolt gets pole. Mallard will start on the front row. Momo and Prim making up the top 4. It was a fun qualifying. Nice moves on the bank section by Momo, but couldn't end up making it stick in Q3. Tumult of the host Balls of Chaos does not qualify. Bolt, in the meantime, who's one better, has just been trending in the right direction. Qualified 8th, 4th, and now 1st. Will Bolt be able to turn that into a win? We'll find out tomorrow.